Woo! Yeah. Woo, let me calm down, man. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Pour my drink up. Let me pour my drink, you feel me? Get this drink poured up. My people. That was crazy. I'm gonna give y'all some time to get right. If you got something to puff on, puff. Don't smoke, kids. Don't smoke. No smoking. Got something to drink on, drink. If you're over 21. I appreciate you riding with me on this beautiful Sunday. Buccaneers gonna give you a damn aneurysm. We got to be the only team where you could be up 21 points in the third quarter with 13 minutes left, and you still can't just relax. We got to be the only team that's like that. My people. What up, my people? Shout out to you, Spicy. Shout out to Nat. RTX, what up? I see you. Dez, Bucs fan 76, that's a hooligan. Welcome back. Bobby, what up? Zeke. What up, Zeke? Robert, what up? Yeah, man, for real. Perry, what up? Nat, yeah, we're gonna talk, Nat. We're gonna definitely talk. Kawasaki, what up? That's a hooligan right there too. Miguel, what up? Will, Ajax, my boy. Yo, shout out to Ajax, man. Welcome to the live, homie. You need to holler at me when you're gonna come on this side of town so we can get up. Ajax. Ryan, what up? Derek. Cover 2. Yeah, cover 2. That's a hooligan too. King Slayer, what up? John, what up? Marlo, that's another hooligan. What up? Will, that's another hooligan. I was shouting at talking to y'all on Instagram. Mr. Smitty, what up? Carlos, that's day one. Mr. Vampire, what up? Go ahead and pour your drinks now, because we about to go. If you ain't old enough to drink or you don't drink, get some Kool-Aid, get some soda. Get your vape and all that. And let's get it chopping this favor. First of all, why is it that we can't get in the lead and be comfortable? If we plan on taking this run into the playoffs and all that, we got to get in the lead and put a foot on their neck. And I know Brady good for it. So I don't know what has changed. Brady got this thing about him, at least past Brady, where he would dial in when it's time to deliver the death blow. And it seemed like it just pedals back now. I was talking to a few of y'all on Instagram, man, and it be like so many of y'all hitting me up. I try to get back to everybody while I'm still watching the game. But we was talking about that on Instagram, a couple of y'all. Talk about third quarter. And in this instance, whole second half, we still ain't playing 4 quarters. And when I say play 4 quarters, I mean 4 quarters against a playoff caliber team. Oh yeah, we can run the Chicago Bears out of here. We can run all these teams up out of here that's trash. It's when we play playoff teams, we got to be able to play 4 quarters. The good thing about this game is Buffalo, being a playoff team, also didn't play 4 quarters. They played 2. The quarters almost matched up perfectly. We had 0, 17, 3. They had we had something like that. Y'all know what it was. Like 17, 3, 0, something like that. And they had 0, 3, 17. It was something like that. We played the exact same game, just flip-flop. That team matches up with us pretty damn good. The troubling thing about it is they ain't got no Super Bowl like we got Super Bowl. So that's a measuring stick for them. We a measuring stick for them, and they measure up pretty good. Except for what team or teams are they going to be able to primarily just use their quarterback as a damn running back? We knew coming into this game that they was going to run Josh Allen. We knew that. And boy, did they, to the tune of 100 yards. You mean to tell me we had no answer for that? Oh, we can't go into the playoffs like that. We stopped Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl last year. All he do is run. And for some reason, we can't stop it. And I kept waiting on the time when we put a spy on him or assign a defensive lineman to him. They kept whiffing up. Nah, I give him his credit. The boy good. Nah, he good. I got to give him that. But damn. Like, the 100 yards? We got to do better than that. Man. Defense just got tired. You at home. You didn't even travel. Anyway. Let's get to breaking this game down. Chopping it up. Let's start with the offensive line. I feel like the offensive line did a great job. Gave Brady time. Was out there on the run plays, opening up lanes, all kind of stuff. But the Bills' defense is a damn good defense. Damn good defense. And they missing one of their safeties, which is crazy. We had all our pieces on offense. All of them. Wasn't missing nobody. That's everything we got. And we gave it to them. Everything we had, we gave it to them. Offense did pretty good. Wide receivers. I ain't gonna give you no flowers though, offensive. I give you some flowers. I don't want the hooligan to beat me up. I give you some flowers. Wide receivers. Mike Evans, you got going early. But something they came out in that damn after halftime and they just did something different. But I will tell you that when we needed you in certain spots, you was there. You was there. Chris Godwin. This game wouldn't even look like that had you caught that pass that was near the ground. I get it was a difficult catch. But come on, bro. It was just AB last game. See, you just saved AB job. You just saved AB job. They was going to get rid of AB depending on how this game went, how the receiving went in this game. You make sure AB gets you a Christmas present. He owe you a Christmas present. Because you just saved his career with Tampa Bay. Because you just showed that against a playoff team in clutch situations, we need him. We need him. We're going to get to Breshad Perriman. But we need AB. I feel like in this game right here, AB would have been masterful. Perfect. AB would have been perfect. In this game right here, AB would have been perfect. That's a fact. So you just saved his career with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He ain't going nowhere. That's a fact. Breshad Perriman. The one thing this team is lacking and always lacked was speed. We got possession receivers all across the offense. Everybody that we have is a possession receiver. We get yak sometimes, but we possession receivers. Catch the ball, fall. So pretty much wherever we catch the ball at is where it's going to be at. Pretty much. What made Gronk stand out is because he can get that yak. But Breshad Perriman, you brought an element that we didn't see to the end of the game. I got to go back and watch that game to see how much you was in the game and was that open all game. Perfect time to pull it out. It was a perfect play call at the perfect time. The ball was on the money, caught him in stride, kept running, plus the speed, good to go. But I'm curious, was that play there the whole time? Was there other plays with Breshad Perriman there the whole time? I don't know. I got to look. But no matter what, AB is needed in this offense, I see. Wide receivers, I give you flowers. I give you a piece of them. If I give you a petal, I can't give you the whole thing. Because when I look for big players in clutch moments, and I just feel like we didn't have that on offense like we needed to. Part of that's Brady's fault. We're going to get to Brady. Leonard Fournette, you came out on fire. And then you got neutralized. And I said, why is Rojo in the game? Rojo wasn't going nowhere. Rojo ain't missing no tackles. He need a wide open hole that he can just hit and keep going. He ain't going to make nobody miss. Why is Rojo not in the game? Then I saw that defense got a little bit too much speed to the sideline for a Leonard Fournette. A heavy dose of Leonard Fournette. If Leonard Fournette ain't running straight up the middle or straight inside in between the tackles, and he try to bounce to the outside, it's not going to happen. The same thing with our defense. With our defense, run defense, you don't have success wrapping it around the outside as a running back. As a running back, going to the outside ain't going to be where you're going to make your money. You got to come right at us up the middle. So Leonard Fournette was pretty much neutralized after about the middle of the second quarter. And I feel like they were spying him out of the backfield, not really letting him get too involved in the game, not letting him be a game wrecker like we know he is. Great on the Buffalo Bills for doing that. Gronkowski, you missed a few. Running backs don't get no flowers, by the way. Gronkowski, you missed a few. I was going to take you to homie court. You was guilty. You almost stole a game check a little bit. But that second down catch and run that you did in overtime that got us to like 3rd and 2 or whatever it was, man, that was perfect. I said, there you go. I wish you come up bigger in the regular time. But in OT, man, you came up big. That thing right there, it ain't even the Breshad Perriman play, it's that play. The play before that got us where we needed to be. So, and then they brought O.J. Howard in for a play or two. He still ain't doing nothing. I don't know what they're going to do with O.J. Howard. Cameron Brate, you in there walking around a little bit, but not really inspiring, man. I just think as an offense, let me talk about Brady. Brady, they revealed something about you in the cast, the commentators. They talked about a run play that you personally changed to a pass play and you missed the throw. So I don't know how often you changing the play up that's called. I know you do it, but I don't know how often you doing it. And I wonder, did any of those struggles in the second half come from you doing that? And I say that to say, Was you following the plays of Brady and Leftwich in the first half, and then since we got up, they start giving you a little bit of leeway and letting you kind of run some plays in the second half, and you just went crazy? I don't know. I got to go back and look at that. But I'm going to need you to, whatever you did that changed up things in the second half, I'm going to need you to not do that. Okay? I'm going to need you to go with what's called. Now, I did see when we had 50 seconds left on the clock right before the half, when the Bucs called that timeout, and you was all mad because you was like, no, because we had them on their heels, and you wanted to run a hurry up, and Brady and Leftwich called the timeout. I agree with you there. He should have let it keep going. I saw that. And you was mad as hell. And I was like, yep. And we came out and we couldn't do nothing. We had to punt the ball off and everything. But I believe you had them right where you wanted them. So I believe if you're going to give Brady that leeway, it needs to be in a hurry up or a quick snap type offense. If we huddling up, Brady and Leftwich, you got to call that play. You got to call the play. Y'all work on the game plan together anyway. But you got to call that play, Brady and Leftwich, and Brady got to stick with it, even if he don't want to. Because I feel like it was a little bit of jockeying between you and Brady and Leftwich. I don't know. It just felt that way. It didn't feel as smooth as it normally feels. Felt like y'all was doing a little bit of jockeying for who calling the plays. And I feel like after this game, y'all going to have some conversations about that. Some jockeying between who calling the plays, what we audibling to, why you audibling, and this is what I call. There's some jockeying there. I know what I'm talking about. Watch it. We got to come out smoother than that. So, Brady, I can't give you no flowers today. I will say that pass to Breshad Perriman was on point. Perfect time, perfect play, perfect throw, and then the speed. That linebacker froze for a split second. I mean, a snap, he froze. He was about to go to the right, snap, caught him coming across the slant. But because of the speed, that thing was just a little too late. A smidgen. And when he went to turn up, to run up the field, he kicked them afterburners on. That's that speed we needed. You throw that pass to Mike Evans, you throw that pass to Chris Godwin, you throw that pass to any other receiver on our team, outside of maybe Scotty Miller, he tackled right there. And we still playing right now. We still driving the ball now. This game possibly end in a tie if it wasn't Breshad Perriman that caught that ball. Who called that? Who called that play? Breshad Perriman going forward, sir. I need plays designed to use that speed. If they didn't see it in this game, then I don't know when they was going to see it. But this game right here showed that if we're not going to bring Antonio Brown back, we got to get Breshad Perriman involved to get some speed out there. He showed today, and I can't wait to see the press conferences. He showed today and made a name for himself, even though he already a name in Tampa. But he made a name for himself for defenses to say, well, where did they start using him? And we got the next couple of games, which is perfect games. We got the Panthers twice. I think the Jets. Like, we got nobodies. So this is the perfect time to work him in and try some stuff. This is the time to do it. Because when we go into the playoffs, if we don't have AB and we got to rely on Breshad Perriman to be that speed wide receiver, then this is the time to get him worked in. This is going to be the time right here. Overall, I give the offense, play calling, and all that as a whole, B-, C+, man. That's not it. The first half, I give you as an 8. Second half, a D. That to me averages out to a C+, B-. Defense. First time seeing Richard Sherman out there at safety. One of the hooligans said, "Can this work?" We need Mike Evans back there. Yeah, on a rotational basis, it could work. Mike Evans, you just secured your position on this team after your 3-game suspension. Because we need you. We need somebody with a nose for the ball. And one thing about Richard Sherman, I think one of the things that, besides speed, which he really was never fast, one of the things that Richard Sherman don't have is speed. He's slow. And his reaction time is also slow. So he'll be there, but he'll be there late. So he good to keep in the rotation. We got to bring him in for a play or two, couple plays. But Mike Edwards got to come back. We need you. We definitely need you. Richard Sherman did have an interception in the game, people. Heads up play from Richard Sherman. Got to give him love on that. Got to give Richard Sherman some love on that heads up play. But other than that, he wasn't a factor. So, but Winfield Jr. still doing your thing, but it feels like you're doing it by yourself, Winfield Jr. You involved in the play, you've been doing better on your tackles, but it feels like you just the only one in that safety backfield. You the only one. You need some help back there, man. And that help comes in the form of Mike Edwards. So he got to come back. Richard Sherman ain't it. Every time Josh Allen got loose, my first thought was safety. Where's the safety? I just felt like we needed help. You needed more help on safety. I'm not mad at Todd Bowles for dialing up the blitz, blitzing every play. But the thing about the blitz is that will wear everybody on your defense out. I'm talking, you blitzing from the corner, you got the corners blitzing, you got the safeties blitzing, you got the linebackers blitzing, you got everybody blitzing every other play. The most blitzing team in the NFL by far is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you wore that whole defense out quickly. And it just so happens, as you wore the defense down, the offense also started to not execute. And that's the worst combination of things that happen. Is you wearing them down, which I understand because you blitzing a lot, because that's what you got to do with them is blitzing. So you wearing them down, but also now that the offense is not executing, that means the defense is going right back on the field after just blitzing the whole series. I just feel like you got to get in a different bag. You got to get in a different bag, Todd Bowles. We got to be able to do more than just blitz. We got to be able to get pressure with just the four linemen. We got to be able to do that, and I just don't feel like we got another bag. I feel like I know you. It just feels like you don't have confidence in the corners. Carlton Davis is back. Sean Murphy-Bunting is back. Jamel Dean, I don't think he was out there, but Russ Cockrell is a serviceable third back. So you gotta. I don't know, man. We gotta come up out that blitz some. When you saw the offense line clicking, you said, "Let me get up out this blitz a little bit, play a little bit of coverage, and put a spy on Josh Allen. Let's play some. Let's bracket the edges and just keep him in the pocket and let's just roll like that." We had to call a timeout to let the defense rest. That's how much they was running. We had to call a timeout just to let the defense rest. That's big. Homie court. Todd Bowles at the beginning of the game, they was talking about you definitely gonna be a head coach. And I feel like you can be. But the way that the defense came out there in the second half is gonna leave a lot of people to question some things. And it's a lot of Bucs fans in my Instagram messages talking specifically about you and what you calling out there on the field that allows them to score 17 points in 8 minutes. 17 points in 8 minutes. What? If I'm the offense and I just got you up by 21 points, I would say defense, bring it home. With half a football game left to play, up 21, bring it home. You didn't meet him halfway that time, Todd Bowles. Some of it was scheme. Some of it was execution. Some of it was fatigue. All designed by you. D-line. I understand that Ty Boys like to drop the edge rushes in the coverage. But when y'all got to rush straight rush, y'all didn't win. I'm not saying you didn't put pressure on him, you did. But some of that pressure, and he'll see this when he go back and look at the film, some of that pressure is by his own fault, Josh Allen. Because Josh Allen move around the pocket in a way like he always ready to take off. So he always slide to a side, and because he ready to take off. And so what that does, it makes it easier on the defensive line to put pressure on him. Maybe not tackle him, but to put pressure on him. When you slide to a side, every time you drop back, you just don't sit in the pocket. It makes it hard for that offensive line, but they still did a great job. But D-line, I didn't like it. I didn't like the performance. Not the second half. Linebackers was in there, but come on, linebackers. You the first line of defense against them scrambling ass quarterback. You the first line of defense. What you doing? We get to the sideline quicker than almost any team in the NFL. But today, again, it could be Ty Boy's scheme that he was running today. But today, them sides was wide open for him. The sides was wide open for Josh Allen all game. All game. This man ran for 100+ yards on us. And they was designed quarterback runs. Not the play broke down, he just took off like Brady did. Shout out to Brady. These were designed runs. You didn't see this coming? Ty Boys, you didn't see this coming? Come on, man. I felt like the defensive play calling was amazing first half. But like I told some of the hooligans, the Buffalo Bills are one of those teams that makes amazing halftime adjustments. Amazing halftime adjustments. They do that. Sean McDermott, he is a master at making halftime in-game adjustments and halftime adjustments. So I knew that. And we have a propensity to come out in the third quarter and just play flat. The first 10 minutes of a game and then the third quarter are our worst, most lackadaisical efforts in any game, which is very dangerous against a team that makes not only on-the-fly adjustments, but halftime adjustments the way the Buffalo Bills do. The reason why they're a playoff team is because they see what you're doing in the first half, and the second half they're coming out with a whole different game plan. They look like a whole different team, which is what happened. And we, right, started to get away a little bit from what we was trying to do, and we didn't really adjust that much on offense. Well, what I think did adjust is Brady start feeling like he needed to take more control of the game, change some things up, audible to some things. And I believe, like I said earlier, I believe that fucked everything up. It did. I believe that really is what did it. The jockeying for position between Brady and Leftwich. I'm not saying they was having full-blown arguments. What I'm saying is I think that Byron Leftwich will push a play in or two plays in. Brady would check out of that and check into something that he liked. Normally that stuff is okay. But when you playing a playoff Super Bowl bound team, that game plan y'all come up with, if it's working, y'all gotta stick with it, man. And you gotta make small adjustments. You don't take a run play that everybody in the stadium saw and it would have worked. You'd have had that ball off the Leonard Fournette when they did that run play that you checked out of as you snapped the ball and try to throw that fade over there to Godwin, and it was just too far for him to catch. If you look at the line on that play, that play was working. It would have worked. I hope y'all learned something from this game, Byron Leftwich and Brady. I hope you learned something from this game, Ty Bowles, about how to preserve your defense going forward against a playoff caliber team. I hope you learn the dangers of doing that when you got linebackers that are fast at getting to the sideline, but they too busy blitzing every play. I hope you learn that when it comes to your safety help and the fact that Winfield Jr. can't do it by himself. And I also hope you learn that it's time that we add some speed to this offense. It's time. All these teams we done played before, we was good doing what we was doing. But now it's coming to the point in the season where we got to add speed. These players is banged up. These safeties, these injuries, and everything is mounting. Everything is starting to mount up. So it's time to add some speed later in the season. We got to do it. It can't be all possession catches. Speed. I hope it's a lot that we could take away from this game, and I'm still glad we got the win. It was definitely a heart attack situation. We the only team that can't just rest when we got a 21-point lead with 14 minutes left with 13 minutes left in the third quarter. The only team in the NFL that can't rest with that kind of lead. That's crazy. We should have been coasting to the win. Last thing I'll say before I get to the comments. If we up and we need to bleed the clock, can we just bleed the clock? I mean, do we have the running backs that allow us to just bleed the clock? Can we just do plays that allow us, high percentage plays that allow us just to bleed the clock? Why are we throwing passes with 3-4 minutes left in the game? And then incomplete passes at that, stopping the clock, giving them all the time in the world to climb back. Why we can't just run the ball 3 times, kick? I'd rather just do that. You can take 30, 40 seconds off per down. Cut that 3 minutes in half. Don't give them that much time, man. Oh, and by the way, we was up. See, this is what I'm talking about. We was up 2 touchdowns, like 3rd and goal. No, 4th and goal. 4th and 2. 4th and 2 on like the 4. And we kick a field goal up 2 scores. At the end of the day, they end up saving us. However, we don't got a back that can get us 2 yards. Leonard Fournette can't get us 2 yards. When everybody in the whole stadium know you about to run it, the line can't get up for that, for a moment like that. 2 yards, up 2 scores. And if they did turn it over, they pinned down on the 4-yard line. I get it. Maybe y'all play percentages, but man, I would have went for that. I would have showed all aggression and went for that. That's just me. Anyway, that's why I'm not a coach. All right, let's get to the comment. Where we at? Marlo said he's sipping on some goose tonight. Shout out to Marlo. If you're under 21, don't worry about that. Not for grown folk. All right, here we go. Derek said Brady got 36 touchdowns and had 1 rush. He's the greatest QB when it comes to sneaking. Oh, yeah, of course. Let me give... All right, let me backtrack. Do Brady get some flowers, man? I've been harsh on him this whole thing. Brady, I told y'all to move the pocket. I told Brady he wanted to use his feet a couple of videos ago, and he's doing that. I got to give him that love. I can't go crazy on him. I give him that love. Them quarterback sneaks is automatic. Automatic. It don't matter where they at on the field. Touchdown, it don't matter. Them quarterback sneaks is automatic. And Brady used his feet after they beat him up a little bit. Brady dangerous when it comes to using them legs. I wish Brady was a little bit more athletic and about 10 years younger and a Buccaneer. These quarterbacks that's mobile out there like that, if they had the game knowledge of Brady, with the athleticism that they got, that's what make that's what made Kyler Murray dangerous and Aaron Rodgers dangerous, and because they see the game and they got the athleticism and they got the arm and they got the patience. Brady's the greatest QB to ever live. I'll give him that. But man, I wish he was a little bit more athletic, man. Josh Allen trying to be that. We'll see. Mr. Vampire said, "Hooligan my fan for a show." Almost gave me a heart attack. Yeah, I know, Bucs fan, man. I know, bro. I know. You know, if you'd have went to the store, went and run out, get something to eat, and came back, man, you'd be like, oh, we winning. Let me go run to the store real quick, come back. Came back, top of the fourth quarter, you'd have been like, what is happening? I know. Tick. Tick say the same thing. Andre say checking in from the 813. Shout out to you, Andre. I'm glad you caught us on live, man. Yeah, we need to do better. And I tell you this, Andre. We've been having success this whole season. And we take playoff teams and use them as a measuring stick. For us to say that somebody is a measuring stick, we're also saying that that team is very competitive. So when they are competitive, we can't get crazy, right? We can't be like, damn, like, right? We are using them as a measuring stick, or the Bucs fans are wondering how we gonna play against this team and that team because they play off. Well, that's because they're a good team and they're competitive. So I'm not expecting us to just go in there and just clean house, because if that's the case, then we wouldn't use them as a measuring stick. No one would. So we expect there to be competition. We expect there to be some coaching, chess playing. We expect there to be some mistakes made on our side, some mistakes made on that side. But what you don't expect, and I think that's what's so disheartening, is we know how good this offense can be with the weapons that we got. And we just waiting to see that. And look, if we go out there, score 48, and they score 40, got it, right? We go out there and score 35 and they score 33, got it, right? Because you hope that you see the potential. We're not, to be honest, we're not concerned about the defense, even though the defense almost let us down. We concerned about the offense because the defense is going to be what it is. That offense, though, should be, I feel like they should put 50 a game up. And sometimes we just don't be seeing it. And we know what the roster look like, and we know what we offensive line look like, and who we got at quarterback. So we like, how do y'all ever not drive down the field? How do y'all ever not score? Every time you touch the ball, we should never punt. If you read off our roster, these are Hall of Fame players on our roster. You should never punt. But for some reason, we get in the third quarter and fourth quarter, and we cannot successfully move the ball. We can't march down the field every single time, and we as Bucs fans feel like we should be able to do that. Defense is going to falter, got it. But we should be able to move the ball on offense routinely and fairly easily. I don't know. If we had a different offensive coordinator? If we had a different offensive coordinator, would they be able to take these pieces and really maximize the talent? If you go out there and give one of these top-level offensive coordinators, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Cameron Brady, Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette, if you give them this roster, do they put up 50 a game? And that's the thing that bothers Bucs fans right there. The answer to that question. What is it? What's the problem? All right, let's move on. Kane, what up? That's a hooligan. Uncle Jumbo need to play the full 60. We still ain't played the full 60, man. Still. Even when on them teams that we beating up on. We'll beat up on some teams. And come out flat in the third quarter. And then come out flat in the fourth quarter and kind of cruise to victory because they're just a team that can't really do nothing about what we're doing. The talent gap is too big. But I'm like, man, we should put up 60 on these guys. We'll put up 33 points. I don't know, man. I am curious to see how we play from whistle to whistle. That's what I'm curious to see, how we look whistle to whistle. And I want to see it at least one time this regular season. We got a chance to do it against these next couple of teams coming up. But again, these ain't playoff teams. These is trash teams. But I still want to see it at least once. It'll give me confidence going into the playoffs. Mister, what up? I see you. Is stay low key? What up? I see you, man. Thank y'all for coming through. Bridget, Bucs going to give me a heart attack. See, all the Bucs fans feel the same way, even with a win. Feel the same damn way. Y'all got to do better than that. D Butter, fire the cannons, all the win. Cali, shout out to Cali. Cali is wild. Akeem said he watching from Jamaica. Woo! I got to get out to Jamaica, man. Yes, I got to get out to Jamaica. We're going to get back to the game, but I got to get out there to Jamaica. I know they do a while out there. Shout out to y'all watching the Bucs in Jamaica. What up, Will? What up, King? Another OG. Cal Sykes said we were 7-5 at this point last year. We were so hungry and hopeful. We had the same mindset of the year going forward, 10-3. Yeah. That's what they were saying about the Bills, man. They were saying they was at the point they at right now, the same point we was at. The Bills ain't nobody to sleep on, but Josh Allen is hurt. So you Bills fans that's on the live or catching the video late, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do. That's on y'all. All right, where we at? Gary, what up? Queen, what up? SC in the building. Shout out to South Carolina, man. Marlo said the Falcons beat the Panthers. I thought Cam was back. Is Cam back? Hey, Panthers fan, do y'all have Cam still? Is he still there? Is he? I was under the impression that he had returned. Has he not returned? The NFC South is done. The NFC South is over. It is ours as of today. Yeah. NFC South champions are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I told you that. Evan, what up? Mr. Schmitty. You see where we at. Bucky with your girl said Todd Bowles and Leftwich second half horrible. Ain't this par for the course? Bucky with your girl, ain't this par for the course, ma'am? Why is it like that? Is it the teams are making adjustments and we're not adjusting? Or is it we're making adjustments or making the wrong adjustments? Or is it we feel like even if they make adjustments, we can still impose our will? What is the problem? And it's like that. It's been like that for 2 years. We got to figure this out. What is it that coming out? So I didn't get to watch the press conferences because I came right on here to talk to y'all before it get too late. But that's one of the things that I hope he talk about. I hope somebody asks him that. Jenna Lane and all y'all that like to ask them monkey ass questions about all this controversy, ask him that. Say, hey, Bruce, what we're noticing is the Bucs come out after halftime pretty flat on both sides of the ball and really don't get excited about the game again until about 5 or 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Can you tell us why that is, Coach? Oh, what are you going to say? I don't know. So we got to do better. King said rubber thugs Perry saving today. Y'all crazy. Chaos, what up? Let me skip through, man. I am way behind. Let me catch up. All right, now I gotta go all the way down because I'm missing all this. Mr. Smitty said we saving Scotty Miller for the playoffs. Scotty Miller ain't nobody to be saving for the playoffs. Scotty Miller is not a playoff saving caliber player. Something wrong with Scotty Miller. I know he was injured. I don't think he 100%. I don't think he's ready to go. Something is really wrong with Scotty Miller. Hey, look into that. Bucs beat writers, look into what's going on with Scotty Miller. You should have an article tomorrow that say, what's wrong with Scotty Miller? And then put all this information in there. That's an article you need to run. Let me give y'all some business to tend to. KE, shout out to you. Said we need to run Perriman and Scotty in slants. Yeah, but you ain't scaring nobody if you roll out Mike Evans, Scotty Miller, and Breshad Perriman. You ain't scaring nobody with that lineup. I would have to see that actually work. I wouldn't do that. If I was the offensive coordinator, there's no way that I will have a front that looks like Mike Evans, Breshad Perriman, and Scotty Miller. There's no way I would run. I would blitz probably everybody except the safety. I would blitz everybody. If you pull out them 3 wide receivers, I'm blitzing. Man to man on each receiver and blitzing. Everything I got. I'm bringing the whole house. Because you ain't going to run out with a front like that. They don't scare me at all. Scotty Miller hasn't shown that he can consistently catch slants. What he has shown is he can consistently catch deep balls where he's wide open on a fly route. Breshad Perriman today showed that he can catch a slant, take it to the house. But I need to see him do that more consistently. I definitely wouldn't put them out there together. No. Oh, yeah, we undefeated at home. Miguel, we undefeated at home. Undefeated. Buck 78 says, I was at the edge of my seat. Our Bucs had me sweating. Great teams find a way to win, and we keep stacking W's. I feel you. Buck 78, I feel you, man. And that is a hooligan, by the way. I feel you. But, man, let me tell you. Ugly wins is still wins. But when you got a roster, see, if we didn't have this roster, I would be okay with that. I would be okay with that sentiment. To say, man, great teams find a way to win and we keep stacking W's. A team that can say that is like the Patriots. They can say something like that. Because they got a whole bunch of no-name players on their team and the team players that nobody know. And they're going out there with the oddest, weirdest game plan. We're going to run the whole game. We're going to pass 3 times. And they stacking W's. And so they can say, hey, great teams find a way to win. Nobody expected them to win anything. There was people that said we were going undefeated. So it's not we find ways to win, we expect to win. You just got to stop us from doing that. That's kind of how the Kansas City Chiefs came in the last year. They came in like we expect to win. It ain't great teams find a way to win. We expect this W. So you figure out how to stop it. Because we're going to get this W. And they did. I think they lost 3 games last season. That's the same hype we had coming into the season. These guys going undefeated. Ain't nobody going to be able to beat them. And then now we eking and squeezing our wins. Taking the Buffalo Bills to overtime, damn near double overtime. To get that dub. A perfect pass to a Breshad Perriman, perfect route with speed is how we won this game at the end of the day. Great teams don't put themselves in that position. I'm not saying we're not great teams. I'm saying we're not playing like it. And that's what's frustrating the Bucs fans. What up, Lane? I see you. Brady was missing key throws today, all game. But he came through when needed. See, King, that's what I was saying last video. You remember? You remember last video I said that. I said it's some throws out there that Brady is not seeing. I'm not knocking him. He doing what he need to do to get us these dubs. But there's some stuff out there that he missing. There's some open receivers out there. You don't always rewatch the game. So I rewatch the game whenever they put it up there tomorrow or Tuesday when they put it up there to see. Because I like to rewind and play and look and see what I'm trying to see. It's some, and I saw some open receivers. Mike Evans was open down the sideline on one play in the third quarter. Rob Gronkowski, he kind of threw the pass to Rob Gronkowski, but he threw it late. Rob Gronkowski just throw it. And then he was like, too late. So he missing some stuff out there. Cameron Brake was open too on a couple of them things. Where he checked, because sometimes they run plays in layers. They have a player high and then they have a check down underneath. And the high player was open. He could have zipped the ball right past the check down and straight to the open player, but he chose the check down. So I don't know, maybe it's a comfortability thing. Okay. All right. What up, Joe? I see you. All right, where we at? DJ Bingham says Cockrell has to go. Nah. I like Cockrell, man. Cockrell ain't no world beater. Cockrell can guard your number one or your number two, to be honest with you. But Cockrell is a serviceable rotational player. He's the type of player you want when you having some injury situations at your cornerback level, because he's serviceable. He a day late and a dollar short. Don't get me wrong. I don't mention his name. He a day late and a dollar short, but he be there. He's there. He's gonna be there late, but he's gonna be there. He'll have a good breakup every now and then, 1 or 2 a game. And for the most part, you're gonna catch the ball. If he's your corner that's guarding you, you're gonna catch it. But a lot of times he's gonna negate the yak, right? But he's gonna catch it. You're gonna catch it. Cockrell ain't finna stop you from catching it all game. That's not gonna happen. But he's there. He's healthy. He stays healthy. That's number one. He stays healthy. I like Cockrell. When you watch the Tampa 2 video, understand that I'm telling you, I like you. 3rd, 4th string, I like you. Your problem is you got to learn. You got to just up your skill level when it comes to me in the corner. You got to up your skill level, sir. You got to study more. You need to study your opponents better. Your wide receiver opponents better. Study their tails. Study what they like to do. Study what they're going to do on 3rd down. A lot of the routes they like to run, because you need to be able to anticipate what they're doing, because you don't have the skill to match up one-on-one with a good wide receiver. You don't have the skill, so you got to have the instincts, right? It'd be better if you had instincts and skill, but you don't have that. So you need to up your intelligence on your position. And I think that'll make you a lot better. Up your intelligence, because the skill is where you at. Where you at right now, and your skill level is probably where you're going to be. So up your intelligence. What up, Levon? Hooligans. Bucs say, I can't wait to get AB back. We'll be unstoppable. Well, AB coming off an ankle, coming off some trouble, probably on the thin line. Got something to prove. We know what thin line sleazy Buck look like. Bruce Arians. You know what thin, nice, sleazy Buck look like. We got a ring because of it. So you know what you tell them? You say, hey, look, man, we think about getting rid of you. And I already called around and nobody don't want you. But I tell you what, going forward, I need you to take over games. You take over games, and you good at least for the rest of the season. You going in, you lazy, you lackadaisical, you're out of here. Matter of fact, we're gonna hold you to the end of the season so you can't go to nobody else. You were in your Buck career and possibly your career on the bench. And get them fired up. A thin, ice, sleazy Buck. Because I already know Mike Edwards coming back, because Sleazy Buck Jr., I already know he coming back crazy. Because he don't even, he just now starting to make a name, so he can't sully his name. He might have messed his money up. Mike Edwards, always around the ball, he might have messed his money up because he got in trouble with that fake vaccination card. So you can fire him up and say, hey, look, man, you about to be done in this league, Sleazy Buck Jr. But Sleazy Buck, a thin, nice Sleazy Buck, I like it. Where we at? There we go. Let's see. Couple 2 said Perriman is the new Scotty. No, they too different. The only thing that they share is the speed. Because you can drop a pass over the shoulder of Scotty Miller, a raindrop, right in front of him, and he could be going to the ground, and that's caught. Perriman just showed you that he catch slants and take it to the house. But I don't think you can throw. I don't think you can put Perriman on a 9 route and just drop it over the top like that. I don't know if you can do that with Perriman. I'm not saying it ain't happened. I know when he was on our team before, that one game where Mike Evans was hurt and Chris Godwin was hurt, and we had to roll their ass out there to play, he caught some passes. And he might get you one like that. That's why I say these next 3 games, it's time to bring them out. It's time to bring them out. Let's see. If you right, then let's see. Because the Panthers, we got the Panthers and the Jets. The Panthers are horrible. Horrible. They are a horrible team. Top to bottom. They need a quarterback. They need defense. They need offense. They are god awful. And we got them twice. And then the Jets. This should be a cakewalk. I mean a literal cakewalk. Now it's time to start working some of them playoff plays in there. Start easing them in there. Start trying some stuff just to see what you can get away with. Now it's the time to do that. Because I promise you, the Panthers finna put together their best game all season is happening against us. And the Jets are going to play outstanding football in Jets terms against us. Their whole season. Because I'm going to tell you something about the Panthers. Their season doesn't matter. It's over with. They drown in their quarterback controversy. They don't got their players is all hurt and banged up. They trash and they know that. And they know they can't take the division. So their Super Bowl is us. And to get fans to purchase them season tickets next year, they have to beat us at home. If they beat us at their home, then their fans will re-up because they'll feel inspired by the fact that they did something at the end of the season versus a Super Bowl winning Tampa Bay Buccaneers division winner. They'll feel like, okay, it's a reason to buy some more season tickets next year. Look what they just did to Tampa Bay at the end of the season. So they need, from a business standpoint, they need to beat us. They coming in there bringing everything they got. And the Jets, this they Super Bowl, man. Everybody that get to play the Super Bowl champs. If we on your schedule, you get a chance to play the Super Bowl champs. So to the Jets, this what they season hinging on us. So we finna get everything they got. They're gonna go in the vault where they got, if we go to the Super Bowl, these are the plays we would run. Binder, and they're gonna pull that out and blow the dust off of it and say, this is what we going in against Tampa Bay with. And they're gonna throw everything they got at us. So it ain't gonna be, it should be a cakewalk, but it won't be. So here's a chance for teams that are not going anywhere with their life for us to run everything we got. And we can test those theories. Where we at? We got to trash the Aints. Yeah, we ain't worrying about them Saints, man. We ain't worrying about them Saints. Them Saints is not a threat. If they gonna run with Taysom Hill, if that's who y'all gonna just put all y'all money behind, which y'all have done, if that's what y'all running with, Saints, we are going to throttle the Saints. I ain't even talking about the Saints because we gonna throttle them. First of all, it's a revenge game. Second of all, it's a division game. Third of all, y'all ain't got nothing to play with. And fourth of all, y'all already beat us. So y'all don't got no bulletin board material to run with. Y'all ain't got no motivation to run with. Y'all just out there playing. Y'all, of course, y'all want to beat us, but y'all just out there playing. Y'all ain't got nothing to play for, Saints. So y'all, we really finna throttle y'all. This is. I might not even go live after that game, to be honest with you. I mean, that game is gonna be terrible. It's gonna be like 43-21 or 17. It's gonna be it's gonna be a terrible game. Y'all got to get this medicine, Saints. P. Nash says, I'm in Los Cabos, Mexico. I couldn't watch the game at all. The service up here sucks up here. Well, that's the good thing. Shout out to Mexico. You know, some players was talking about when they played in Mexico, because you know the NFL play a game in Mexico, and talked about how loud the fans was and how crazy the stadium went every field goal. every touchdown, that y'all sounded like a regular NFL stadium, like loud, thunderous. So P. Nash, I tell you this. I don't know how long you're going to be down there or if you just live down there. Give us a couple of years. Give it a couple of years. You'll have games in Mexico, that you can go see. And you'll be able to get to watch your favorite teams play in Mexico. That's so dope. That's so dope, man. I love it. I love that. Because we got fans across the water in the UK that always show up. And they love the Bucs over there in the UK. They love us. And now Mexico, man, I just hope they keep doing this. Just keep spreading the love, man. Make this a big thing, man. Keep spreading the love. And I hope they take one up in Canada too. I know Canada got their own league, but I hope that they got the CFL, but I hope they do it. So the good thing is for you, Nash, is I'm always going to recap the game right here on Tampa 2 channel. You're going to get the play-by-play. You'll be good to go. Where we at? King said we passing way too much when we up in game. That's what I'm saying, bro. You notice that? What are we doing? We're passing way too much. Stop. Run the ball. You got Leonard Fournette and you got Rojo. Run it. We'd be up 21, first down, 10 to go, hike the ball. I'm like, just run it. Get 4-5 yards. Run it. Nope, pass. Incomplete. Then we run it on second down. Get 4-5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. Just run it in the beginning. Make it 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. Then you can do your little screen that you love to do. And there you go, first down. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Anyway. Mike is the clutch receiver. Okay, I give you that. He is. Jacko, what up? Zach said Josh Allen took a beating today. Boy, did we beat his ass up. Boy, we beat his ass up. We beat Josh Allen up. He ain't played a game like that all season. He probably was like, damn, these boys. But we almost still won, yeah, because it's too much blitzing. But did he get beat up? Absolutely. Absolutely. They better hope he don't go on IR. You saw what happened to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson had a high ankle sprain today, caught it off the field. Ravens fans, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you're going to do. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah. Yeah, Whiteheads and what up, Dub? I see you. I see you, Dub. You good, man? You good? We still here? Heavens Ambassador, what up? Let me see. Clark, Whitehead and Edwards needed. Yeah, that's where I was at. Look, man, it's so pinnacle. As you can see, Winfield out there playing by himself, man. He ain't got no help. Richard Sherman back there, I'm glad they put him back there. They tried him out at safety. I'm good with that. But he's rotational, situational, right? He's a situational, rotational safety. Bring him in there maybe when it's 3rd and 13 or something like that, and you just need some coverage. You need somebody with some instincts or whatever, maybe then. Other than that, first down, second down, third down, he don't need to be in there. He ain't it. Rich Sherman ain't it. I like them at CB3, CB4. I like them. But other than that, they tried him at safety. He all right. He rotational. But once Edwards come back, they finna dead that. They finna dead that. Once Edwards come back, Sleazy Buck Jr. come back, they finna dead all that. Chill Will said next year, Winfield going to strong safety. Really? You think so? I don't know. I don't know about that. He gonna play what he play. He played better free though. He played better free. I think about it. I don't think they'll switch him, but he can play strong too. He's great in run support. He's always got his head in on run support. But if he go in there on run support, I don't know who we put at free. Mike Edwards will be good at free. And I'm not saying it can't work. Now I think about it. I'm not saying it can't work. I just don't think they'll do that. Ross Suckhead. Why y'all hating on Chris? What's his name? Russ Crockrell. Why y'all hating on that man? Y'all worse than me. See the damn hooligan, boy. Where we at? Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, hit the like button. Shout out to Nat, man. Nat, I might have to make you a moderator, man. OJ, Cigar Nation. Shout out to you. OJ? What you smoking on, OJ? Hey, kids, don't smoke. Don't smoke. Don't smoke. I do not advocate it. Where we at? Carlos, what up? What up? Glad we got that win. Mr. say I'm going to petition to bring back Sleazy. Yeah. Yeah. I hate to be in controversy like that, but yeah, you're right. You're right. We got to bring back Sleazy Buck, man. We got to do it. We got to do it. Today, this game looks a whole lot different with Sleazy on the field. That's a fact. Whole lot different with Sleazy on the field. Them third down conversions would have been a lot easier. Would have got a lot more yak. All that. Yeah, for sure. I'm with you. I think JPP done, Joe. We call that the elephant in the room. We call that the elephant in the room, what you just brought up. JPP, I'll remind you, JPP has a torn rotator cuff and I think like a broke finger or something like that. Something like that. He is hurt. And he has not been able to sit out and just heal all season. He's played every game. Hurt, tore up. He is a fraction of himself. But every now and then he'll give you something. So, do I think they should have shut JPP down? I do believe so. I believe they got to shut JPP down. But you do realize that Tryon has been getting a lot more burn. I mean, I saw him out there all game. All game. He's going to replace JPP. Or at least try to replace his production. And William Golston is out there running on the other side. I see that too. The problem is William Golston and Tryon play the same side, man. They both play left side, left edge. JPP normally play the right edge. And I gotta relook at the game and see how they've been using Tryon and see if they've been putting him on the right side. If they put him on the right side, we'll see. I don't know, and I don't know how Tryon is dropping back in coverage because in Tybo's defense they like to drop the edge rushers back in coverage. And so if Tryon ain't good in coverage, then we gotta have JPP. And that's the reason why I think JPP is out there anyway. It's just so because his coverage skills. He got some great coverage skills for a defensive lineman, for edge rusher. So we'll see, man. That's going to be interesting next year to see how we end up playing that thing. But watch and pay attention to that because we're going into the playoffs. We might see a little different setup. So let's see. Yeah, Decal said we not integrating enough guys on the offense at the right time. I can give you that. I can give you that, bro. I can give you that because Breshad Perriman being an example of that. It's hard for us to say that given that how much we spread the ball around. We spread the ball around in the field. We throw it to 5 receivers in the game. Problem is some of the stuff that we be doing late in the game to try to win or try to secure victory are stuff that might have been open the whole first and second half. But we just don't. Brady, that's one of the downfalls, so to speak, to Brady is he get the trust in the receiver. And a lot of times he don't want to throw to somebody he don't trust unless you butt naked, wide open. You got to be butt naked. If you stand there butt naked, he'll get it to you. But I think that last play was designed to go to Breshad Perriman. I think they got in there and said, yo, we've been saving this one. Use it. And they used it and it worked. I think that play been there the whole game. I think so. Because just the way it was set up, it was set up too beautifully to not have been there the whole game. So you got a point to what you're saying. We're not getting, and then where's Rojo? How's Rojo getting 4 carries? We got a dual threat. I mean, we got a running back by committee. Let's use it. I know that Leonard Fournette like to get going and stuff like that. And he like to take give him the bulk of the snaps. You know what I'm saying? Make it a 60-40, 70-30 situation. But let Rojo get in there, man. Rojo could pop one. The other side of that, though, is he is a turnover machine. Because Rojo will drop a ball on you. And he's suspect in blocking in his pass blocking. He's suspect. But now that Giovanni Bernard is out and he looked like he tore his hip up or something, I don't know what's wrong with him. He done. He over with. So you might see Rojo starting to come back in there and get a little bit more burn, but we need to start using both our backs and all our wide receivers early in the game. Get everybody involved. Make it to where the defense got to stay unbalanced. You can't key in on Rob Gronkowski and Mike Evans. And then we ain't doing no RPOs and nothing like that. So they keying in right on Leonard Fournette now. So, Shaq Berry. I forgot about Shaq Berry. Duh, appreciate you. Shaq Berry got in the game today. I got to give Shaq Berry some flowers, man. Shaq Berry was really getting in the game today, and he was really affecting what they was doing in the first half. Shaq Berry, you really starting to come on. You really starting to come on. I'm starting to see your name get called in the game. I like it. CD3, yeah. CD3 gets some flowers too. Levante David, every time. Yeah, Jacko said Joe Tryon didn't do anything. Yeah, I feel you. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not worried about him, but I don't know what they got him going, what they got him doing. Mike Evans, Breshad Perriman, y'all giving out flowers. I feel it. Where was Sue? Sue had a good matchup today on the offensive line. I ain't gonna hold you. He had a good matchup on the offensive line. Him and Vita Vea. That offensive line they have is stellar, and especially their guards, their center and their guards. They have really, really, really good guards and center. So that's why a lot of our pressure came from the outside. We had to rush from the outside. A lot of our blitzes didn't go straight up the middle and stuff like that because they have a really good offensive line, especially their guard and their center. AJ said, can we acknowledge Ryan Jensen? Oh, yeah. Our whole offensive line don't play. We do. I don't like how they let a few of them defenders put their hands on Brady like that and they didn't jump on him. But that's just because I'm a fan, right? You got to be they have to be a little bit more smart about how they play because they do hand out penalties like crazy. They hand out penalties like, especially to us. So you got to be careful. You throw a punch here, hit somebody too hard, you might be out of the game, and we can't afford that. So Brady had to fight his own battles. I saw Brady throw a little elbow here, a little elbow there, pushing and shoving, talking a little shit. I saw it. They said, Brady, we got you, but you're going to have to get you. We're going to get you, but you're going to have to get you. They ain't going to throw Brady out the game. You already know that. Brady do what he want to do. They ain't going to throw Brady out the game. But they will throw one of them linemen out the game. So I get how but Ryan Jensen got to get love. And Tristan Wirfs, you right, King, and Tristan Wirfs, yeah, they got to get love. Tristan Wirfs been doing it, man. He been playing like a pro, like a pro, man, since he came in the league. Yeah, he got to get love. Kane said 91 watching with 39 likes. That's a fact. Y'all get the likes up. I appreciate you. Where we at? King said we passed on 4th and 2nd. Yeah, we do that a lot. But yeah, okay, let me scroll down. Let me catch up to y'all. I got to skip forward, y'all. I'm too far back. Okay, let's see where we at. DeTwan Davis said, watching your channel from 702 Sin City, Vegas, Bob. Oh, shout out to Vegas, man. Shout out to Vegas. Yo, we all over the place, people. We all over the place, my people. We all over the place. We got hooligans everywhere. Everywhere. And my channel is where we bring all the hooligans together. My channel is where we do it at. We do it right here. We had Jamaica tonight. Shout out to them. We had Vegas. We had Cali. We always got Tampa for sure. We had Carolina, South Carolina in the building. Who else we had in the building tonight? We had a lot of people in the building, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Hooligans, baby. This is what we do it at right here. Louisiana's in the building. Oh, they getting on Cam because he was on the bench. Cam is trash. Cam is trash. Cam is trash. Cam is trash. Where my Panther fan at? My Panther hooligan. Where they at? 8 Jacks, what up, my boy? He said my Saints won. Don't care about who or how. Just glad we won. Yeah? But you know what time it is, though, my guy. You know what time it is? You know what time it is when it comes to the Bucs and the Saints. Steamroll. You know I'm be hitting you up on that game. We're going to talk. Where we at? Okay. All right, let's skip forward a little bit so I can catch up with y'all. Undefeated at home. Yeah. Yeah. You coming in what? They better hope that these playoffs don't run through the Bucs. Through us? You better hope. What you talking about? Lose at home? What Bruce Arians said. Oh, we don't do none of that losing at home. That's a fact. We don't do none of that. No, we don't do none of that. You don't lose in your own building. I wish we would miss a kick in our building. I wish we would let you come in and beat us in our building. Stop. Undefeated at the crib. We might go to your house and lose. You ain't coming to our house and beat us. That's not gonna happen. Hint, Saints. Trash. You know y'all trash. Aaron Rodgers owner, he called him Karen Rodgers. Damn. Call that man Karen Rodgers. Owns the Bears. What's going on? I'm in here talking to y'all. I'm missing all of the action that's going on in the NFL. Percy said Buccaneers going back to the Super Bowl. Well, if we're going to do that, we got to clean some things up there, Percy. We got to clean some things up there, Percy. Because we can't go, these playoff teams don't play. You think you give Aaron Rodgers a chance like we gave the Bills and he ain't going to capitalize? Shit. And if you think we got problems getting Josh Allen on the ground, what we going to do with Kyler Murray? What are we going to do with Kyler Murray? We got a problem getting Josh Allen on the ground and wrangling him. He had 100 yards. Kyler Murray licking his chops like, oh, this what y'all doing? Y'all can't stop Josh Allen? Yeah, damn sure they're going to stop me. And Aaron Rodgers got some feet on him too, but, Aaron Rodgers got toes messed up. But we got to clean some things up. I'm not saying we can't do it. We got to clean some things up, though. And we ain't got no excuse. Carlton Davis has played there. Sean Murphy Bunting played. We ain't got no excuse. Because we had excuses this whole time. We ain't got no excuse now. King said Brady made the read and Perriman made the play. I don't know. Oh, so you don't think it was designed that way? That might be right. You might be right. I gotta look at it again. If we can get the 1 seed, it's a lot for the Super Bowl. Brandon said that. So here's the thing, Brandon, man. Appreciate you coming through. You kick it with us. Here's the thing. The benefit from the number 1 seed is that we can get a break. Also, it's almost like fratricide in that we can have 2 of these teams just eliminate each other, right? We can have the other guys eliminate one of the teams that's a matchup nightmare for us. One of those being Washington, right? Washington is a matchup freaking nightmare for us. They just got tore up but they mounted a comeback against Dallas too and almost took that thing. But they're a matchup nightmare for the Bucs. I believe we match up with Dallas. Okay, we did beat them. I just don't know how the seed's gonna play out. But if we number 1 seed, 2 of those teams gonna be gone, right? Is it gonna be Green Bay gone? Probably not. Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. I don't know. So if we do take that number 1 seed, that's the benefit, and I hope they take powerhouses out. But for them to do that, and again, I just hope it's a matchup nightmare for the Cardinals or for Green Bay where it's just so happening that who they matched up against just match with them well and take them out. And then when they come to play us, they don't match up as well as they did against the team they just beat, and so we beat them and travel our way to the Super Bowl. I hope that's how it goes. But we got some things to clean up if that's going to be the case, and we got some weeks to do it. Oh yeah, Dub said that Evans catching the corner end zone it was greasy. It was greasy. How do you stop that? How do you stop a pass like that? You can't. You have to be 6'5" plus. The quarterback has to be Brady. And that thing has to be thrown with perfect motion. It was just out of reach. Just out of reach. But he took them fingers and stretched them out and grabbed it. Ugh. That thing was greasy. Perfect. Beautiful. Vintage Brady. All right. AJ said we giving flowers to the Sherman. Absolutely not. He is trash. All right, cool. Look, we ain't gonna say he's trash. We're gonna say he is way past his prime. I'm talking he's on the other side of the stadium from his prime. We'll say that. I ain't gonna kill him. I'll just say that. Mopar, what up? He said Devin White looking weak today, riding folks back. I gotta give this to fatigue. It's amazing how differently you play when you fatigue. I gotta give it a fatigue factor. I gotta give it that. I gotta give it the fatigue factor. That's what it was. Fatigue. Simple. We gotta give it that. Akeem said, I don't think Sleazy Buck is a dangerous boy. What? What? You don't think Sleazy Buck is dangerous? You mean because he injured? Because when he in the game and he healthy, he arguably the best player on our offense. That's a fact. He's super dangerous. Don't nobody on our team run routes like AB, period. Period. Don't nobody. And because we got Mike Evans and because we got Rob Gronkowski, that safety can't do nothing to help. So that's what's dangerous, is that he's the best route runner on our team and the safety cannot help you because he's too busy trying to help the person guarding Mike Evans and the person guarding Rob Gronkowski. He's too busy with his eye on all that to even pay attention to Sleazy Buck. So I don't know about that. Sleazy Buck is very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Matter of fact, I would think if he's in the game, that's when they worry about him more than anybody else. I would make it. You could make an argument that offensive, defensive coordinators worry more about where Sleazy Buck is on the field than probably anybody else, because that's an outlet that's got the potential to take it to the house. So we'll see. We're gonna have this conversation again in 2 weeks and see what's up, because he should be coming back the Jets game. If they don't cut him, he should be coming back the Jets game. And if the Bucs are smart, they would not cut AB. Cutting him would send a message, right? But I don't think you got the locker room where you need to send a message. Nobody get in trouble for us anyway. Off season or not, they don't get in trouble. They just don't. We don't have them kind of players on our team that just get in trouble like that. Matter of fact, the only person on our team that get in trouble like that is Sleazy Buck. So I don't think you need to send a message. And I know Aarons was out there talking all greasy, like, he got one time to mess up, one time. He was talking that shit. But if you cut AB gonna be a Green Bay Packer. You cut AB gonna be an Arizona Cardinal. And then you can kiss the damn baby. It's over with. You cut AB, he going to the NFC. And he gonna do that on purpose just to get at us. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you don't do nothing, hold them. Just hold them. Pay him and hold him. You ain't paying him that much anyway. Just hold him. Don't allow this man to go to the NFC to a contender, because that's exactly where he's going to go. And even worse is the AFC, and we end up facing them in the Super Bowl because we don't have a corner that can cover AB. That's a fact. We do not. We don't have a corner that can cover AB. Name one. We don't. We can't cover AB, and I know that. So we don't need the ops to have them. That's even worse. Yeah, man. Wes said a Packers loss would be cool. Yeah, hell yeah. A Packers loss and an Arizona loss and a Dallas loss would be amazing. And that can still happen. Danny say, come on, Tampa 2, keep it real. The Bucs defense can't seem to get the other team off the field when it matters. Yeah, Danny, that's true, man. Teams are able to walk the ball down the field on us. We have been predicated on them making a mistake to get them off the field. An errant pass or a bad drop or the play not developing right or whatever. And every now and then we'll get in the backfield, tackle for loss, or we'll get a sack or something. But our defense is opportunistic, right? They do well when they are given opportunities, which are mistakes by the other team, to make something happen. We don't force our will as a defense for the most part. We started to in that first half to trying to pressure him into some errant throws. But we got to turn into a defense that forces our will on teams, and we are the reason why you're getting off the field. Not something you did, not because you got a damn holding penalty and that puts you back to 3rd and 12 and you just couldn't make up the yards. Not that. I mean 3rd and 3 and we beat you in the mouth and make you go to 4th and 6 and punt the ball. That's how we got to get these teams off on 3rd down. And to be honest with you, the Bills didn't really have a great 3rd down conversion rate. They didn't. And a lot of teams don't. But I honestly, up to this point, don't feel like it's because we just imposing our will and we so intimidating and all that. I don't think that's what it is, man. I just think teams is, and a lot of teams do this, right? 3rd down and 5 or something like that. You get your knees get weak, your arms get heavy, right? And you just make mistakes, man. And this defense is just very opportunistic. So if you make an errant throw or you throw a little bit too short or something like that, we're gonna jump on you. And Sleazy Buck Jr. is the king of that. So that's why we need him to come back. CHN23 said Brady throw it too hard sometimes. I don't know. He got some mustard on him, but I don't know. These receivers been catching passes their whole life. I don't know if he throw it too hard for the situation. A lot of times, if I had to say anything about how Brady throws, he throws too low. He is very, very aware of the possibility of throwing an interception, and he don't want to do that. And so one of his main ways to combat that is he like to throw the ball very low to the ground, to where you got to kind of bend down or slide down or get up under the pass, as opposed to throwing it in stride or something like that, like he did on that last pass. He threw that thing in stride. Brady like to throw it extra high and make you extend as far as your body can do it to catch it, or he like to throw it very, very low to where the defender just don't have no chance of getting it, and in hope that you come up with a miraculous acrobatic catch. He ain't gonna put it on your numbers like he used to anymore. He don't do that. He don't even do that with Rob Gronkowski no more. He throw them passes high to Rob Gronkowski because he know Rob can out jump anybody. So Rob Gronkowski will shield the ball off with his body. So yeah, if I had to say anything about how Brady's throwing now as opposed to what he used to, he don't throw it right in your numbers no more. He gonna throw it low or high, and that's gonna be it. It's either low, high, or out of bounds. Yeah, Edwin said Sherman makes a great QB coach. Yeah, I give you that, man. Yeah, I think he would, and that might be what he do after this, and he might coach. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth, people, we losing, and we going away from the game now. But we losing Todd Bowles after this season. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Period. We losing Todd Bowles, especially if we go to the Super Bowl. Todd Bowles is gone. I don't think they're gonna take Byron Leftwich from us. I don't think nobody's gonna do that right now. And I think Byron Leftwich is in line to take over the head coaching job. Remember where you heard it here first. Where'd you hear it first? I think Byron Leftwich is in line to take over the head coaching job of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How would you feel about that? See, we're going to talk about that in the offseason. We ain't going to talk about that tonight. But that's what I think. But I think Todd Bowles is gone after the season for sure. Especially if we win the Super Bowl. Win the Super Bowl, he is for sure gone. He did bad with the Jets, but you know Bill Belichick used to coach the Browns. And then they let him go, right? And he ended up in New England. He's the greatest head coach of all time. So these coaches have a second reemergence, and they're great. And Todd Bowles got some experience with coaching the Jets, but he wasn't ready, right? And so now he's gone under Bruce Arians and learned a little, or back under Bruce and back with Bruce Arians. And now he's with Bruce Arians as the head coach. He's learning, and he might be ready the second time around to put a team on that field. Defensive-minded coach. Get him a good offensive coordinator that's going to work with his offense. Make sure he's going into a situation where he got a nice, bright quarterback over there. He might be running. He might be running. Panthers. Hey, Panthers. Y'all might want to look at Todd Bowles. Because that dude y'all got over there, that parking lot attendant y'all got over there, trash. Okay. All right, let's skip through. Man, y'all commenting crazy today. Let's skip through. Danny said Arians fired 5 times, had 1 playoff win as a head coach before Brady. Hey, quarterbacks make everything. Quarterbacks in this league, you have to have a quarterback. Now, let me tell you something. Let's say we keep Jameis Winston. We don't get Brady, we keep Jameis Winston. You think Coach Arians will be on the hot seat right now? Because I think Jameis Winston, by the way he was playing at the beginning of the season, he get you about 7, 8 wins. He was going to get the Saints by 6, 7, 8 wins for sure. They wasn't going to the playoffs. Stop it. But he would have given them about 6, 7, 8 wins. Do you think if he was still here with us that Arians will be looked upon as the coach that he's looked at? Like, Arians win another Super Bowl, he's going to the Hall of Fame for coaching. Is he a Hall of Fame coach? Off-season stuff. We got some topics to talk about this off-season. Where we at? Bears 24, Packers 14. What? What? What time is it? Man, let me get off this thing. Hey, man, look. Let me see. Let me close out with y'all, man. Rather get Lovie Smith again. Oh, no. All right, man, look. Shout out to y'all, man. Hour and a half by myself. Tampa 2 Hooligans. Follow me on Instagram, Tampa 2 YouTube. That's where you hit me at, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Peace.